In a world that often demands instant gratification and rapid results, the virtue of patience is both rare and challenging. Today, we delve into the timeless wisdom found in Habakkuk 2:3, a verse that invites us to explore the profound concept of trusting divine timelines. This passage gently reminds us of the profound truth. The visions and plans we await may tarry, but they will certainly come to pass in their appointed time. Let us journey through the lessons this teaches us about patience and faith and how it can enrich our lives. The prophet Habakkuk lived in a time of turmoil and uncertainty. His dialogue with God, recorded in the book of Habakkuk, speaks to the age-old struggle of understanding divine justice amid human suffering. In Habakkuk 2:3, God responds to the prophet's lamentations with a promise that carries significant weight. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. At first glance, these words serve as a reassurance, a divine guarantee that God's purposes will unfold inevitably according to his perfect schedule. Yet this message encourages a deeper reflection on the notion of waiting. What does it truly mean to wait with patience and faith? Importantly, how can we find strength and solace in times of waiting? Patience in this context is more than mere endurance or passive waiting. It demands an active faith, a sustained trust in the divine wisdom that orchestrates our lives. Habakkuk's message reveals a critical aspect of divine timelines. God's timing is impeccable, even when it does not align with our human expectations. Patience calls us to adjust our focus from the immediacy of our desires to a broader vision of God's enduring and flawless plans. Throughout the scriptures, patience is portrayed as a virtuous strength, an unwavering trust that holds firm despite uncertainty. Consider the patriarch Abraham, who waited many years for the fulfillment of God's promise of a son. In his story, we see the testing of faith and the growth of character that patience fosters. Likewise, the Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years, learning reliance on God's daily provision. These narratives, echoed in Habakkuk's prophecy, reveal an underlying spiritual truth. Patient faith is not about passive waiting, but is a dynamic process of spiritual growth and surrender to divine wisdom. Moreover, patience in faith fosters resilience. It nurtures a hope that transcends present circumstances and anchors itself in the assurance of God's faithfulness. This virtue becomes a pillar of strength, enabling believers to withstand trials and tribulations, confident that their trials are neither forgotten nor ignored by the divine hand. The apparent slowness of divine promises is not indicative of indifference, but of a grander and more intricate plan unfolding beyond our comprehension. As we navigate this world, often filled with distractions and haste, practicing patience becomes even more crucial. In trust and stillness, we find peace and assurance, knowing that the seasons of our lives are divinely appointed. By embracing patience, we cultivate perseverance, empathy, and understanding, teaching our hearts to rest in the profound assurance that our times are in His hands. Our journey with this virtue encourages us to adopt a broader perspective, one that places the eternal above the ephemeral, the divine plan above human pursuits. We are reminded that life's waiting periods are not wasted time, but are opportunities for growth and understanding, shaping us for the fulfillment of the promises that await. The strength derived from patience equips us to better handle life's challenges, drawing us closer to the divine compassion and wisdom at work in our lives. In conclusion, Habakkuk 2:3 does not merely call us to endure, but invites us into a deeper relationship with God, marked by trust and surrender. Though the vision may tarry, it points us toward a higher purpose, asking us to trust in the unfolding of divine timelines. By embracing patience and faith, we align ourselves with a faith that transcends momentary concerns and nurtures a spirit resilient and steadfast. So in those seasons where waiting seems overwhelming, let us turn our hearts to the truth imparted by Habakkuk. Embrace patience, knowing that each moment draws us closer to the fulfillment of divine promises. In trusting the timing of the divine, we unlock the power of faith to transform our journey, enriching our souls and drawing us ever nearer to the vision that surely in its time will not delay.